Ready, action. Concentrate. 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 Action. Ready, action. Concentrate. Concentrate. Concentrate.
नहीं आ रहा है क्या स्क्रीन पे? रुक जा भाई, गेम खुल नहीं रहा है। एक अभी सही से आ रहा होगा। नहीं भाई, ये पहले से था टाटू। अभी आ रहा होगा। भाई दानिश को बोल दे आईपैड दे दे मेरे।
My ultimate's ready.
My ult's ready.
ज़्यादा लैग हो रहा है। Anyways, welcome to the stream, Kalash, Shumaditya. सुपर चैट भी कर दियो, नंबर तो बताइए होगा।
Match found.
उसके लिए वो चाहिए होता है यार, मतलब कुछ अमाउंट ऑफ सब्सक्राइबर चाहिए होता है उसके लिए शायद, वो जितना बताया। लाइक तेरे को 10,000 या और फिर तेरे को वॉच टाइम भी चाहिए होता है,
Let's go.
उसके बाद पैसे मिलते हैं। लो ले लिया यार, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट मैच ये अनरेटेड है वैसे, कॉम्प्लीमेंट फ्लो भी चलेगा, पिक कर लिया मैंने।
Oh, there's only 5 of them? Shit.
Blocking movement.
Enemy spotted A. Enemy and attacker spawn.
Spike down, attacker spawn.
Over there.
Spike planted.
Headshot. No charges left. Throw this. Over there.
One enemy remaining.
Over there. Grenade! Over there. Over there. Target spotted. A momentary win. Let us make it permanent.
No.
Nope.
Need healing. Need healing.
No.
Need healing. Need healing. Need healing. Negative. Need healing. Negative. Need healing. Negative. Right here. Negative. Right here.
Where are
Here. No.
Grenade! Bomb buddy out. Party's over.
Over there. Target down.
Caution.
Here.
30 seconds left.
No surprises.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
अच्छा पीछे है।
I will disassemble their war machine.
No. Need healing. Need healing.
I'm saving.
बिटवा वाले
Thanks. Need healing. Need healing.
এটা রে আমার এটা রিপ্লাই জানি কত হয়ে গেছে বুঝতেছি না
Need healing.
Go get him.
Now we're cooking.
Gun here. Spike down A.
Need healing. Need healing. Here. Negative. Need healing. Spotted
अरे
mid.
माउस तो मुझे
There. Grenade! Spike spotted A.
One enemy remaining.
My ult's ready. Reloading. Out from me. Reloading. Reloading.
इंडस्ट्रियल में একটা বাচ্চা ছবি সাইডে
Whatever happens,
সন
Saki.
ও আচ্ছা ও বুঝি
Need healing. Need healing. Need healing.
এই সেটা বল দিই
Need healing.
বুঝতেছি না মাউস মুভি আছে
Sage's walls are coming down.
No.
সামনে গেলে আছে না ফাইট নিলে ফ্রেম রেট ড্রপ মানে ভীষণ মানে তোর 1-2 সেকেন্ড লিগে ফাইট নিলে ফ্রেম রেট ড্রপ মানে
Target spotted A.
Last player
আমি
standing.
স্ট্রিমই বন্ধ করে দিব আমি একটা ম্যাচই খেলবো আমার ইয়েলো হইতেছে তোর ফ্রেম ড্রপ হইতেছে কম্পি খেলো
Smoke's down.
Spike planted.
Open up the sky.
হাই
Okay, we know the drill. Stick to your roles and we'll crush it.
No. Need healing.
Need healing. Need healing. It begins.
না রাখছেন আমি ঠিক করতে রেজোলিউশনটা রাউন্ডটা করে দেখো what the fuck
Enemy spotted mid. Enemy spotted B. Yatasha. Enemy down.
I can't use that.
Enemy spotted mid.
30 seconds left.
There.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
No charges left.
দাদা আমি করতেছি দাদা
No more doubts. We're ready.
আরে আমি তো ইয়ে করছিলাম 1080 করছিলাম তবুও ল্যাগ করতেছে ধর
Defenders win.
One day lost. This is the way of things.
আই থিংক এটার থেকে ভালো আমরা ভিসিটি ওয়াচ পার্টি করি ঠিক না ল্যাগও করতো না দাঁড়া লেটস সেট আপ
their ability to take that top mid space. Feels like BBL just don't have the collapse on it right now.
And the rifle was picked up, and Rock trying to give us some of his own goods here. Cam finding out exactly where the duelist is approaching from, and Bippo will deal with it handily. Someone who you've been mightily impressed by, has it?
Yeah, maybe overselling it a tiny bit there. I think, look, he's certainly shown improvements, and on this map specifically, the standout for me is just the scaling on A. He's managed to offer them really important space and alternative options in the late round, which mates have been without at times. And that's something that we want to talk about here, because whenever you're mentioning lurks, timing, stuff like this, I'm thinking of Creven on the opposite side. And when we directly compare and contrast those ciphers, you're talking about someone who almost built his entire career off the back of Cypher and Creven, whereas Bippo, this is a very new feature for him.
Yeah, I feel as if Creven's that traditional Sentinel, you know, the ones that you're expecting to see your Killjoys and see your Cyphers, and especially Cypher, I think, has a much more acquired taste when it comes to Sentinel. I always think of Magnum when I think of Cyphers, especially Killjoys as well. And I think Creven's like that evolution of that role.
No, absolutely, and I think for Creven too here as well, when we flip over to the second half, you're constantly looking at him being that second option for how direct BBL are at times. He's the one away from the 4. But for Bippo, I mean, yeah, it's what he's going to be able to do here. Or Creven even, sorry, against the Neon. I'm looking at the duelists on both sides, and that's when the conversation then comes back to BBL and what they're trying to do. I'd love to see them fight for this A main space a little bit heavier, right? See if they can weed out Bippo on some of these rounds. I think one of the first teams I remember playing Neon Waylay on this map was Liquid Academy, and that was always a high priority for them.
Paranoia held Larocque to take contact. He's just jiggling this one as, well, that's just going to be a full frontal attack from Gentlemates, and Paranoia used. No value collected, just forced Gentlemates away, but the problem is then Bippo walks into the operator, and it feels like the tail cut off of Gentlemates' attack. They're trying to flood in here, and it's Mini's ultimate. Oh, that operator has not connected. Mini now putting pressure on this site. Gentlemates looking to collect it, and Martin's even got a kill through his molly. Gentlemates have found the kills they need to, and the B site is theirs.
Yeah, it's just a much better collapse on the site from Gentlemates as they're able to bring both ends together, merging their way through market. And I think probably the biggest difference for me so far, and from what we've seen in this series, is Mini on the Neon. Out of all of the duelists that we've seen him play, this has been his best. I know the desk was complaining about, you know, Martin not getting the Euro on the previous map, and you know, that I completely understand. His Phoenix has been good, but yeah, it's this Neon right beside it. I think that's probably been most complimentary so far.
I guess, I don't know. I know that Phoenix can get, what is it, like 4 flashes in a round, should the kills allow it. Maybe it's
Martin doesn't use Utilbro though, he's just with the gun every time.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I was going to say maybe it's in the way that Gentlemates call their mid-rounds, that they're dependent on these flashes to clear space.
Yeah. I think it's also just that, like, the way that they play. I don't know if this final map is a case of them being prepared specifically for the veto. When you look at how BBL essentially trounced Na'Vi on this one, 13-3 the other day, and they've come into it still feeling like they can win.
Yeah, I mean, and we've seen it from Gentlemates, right? Mini was speaking about it the other day in the Vitality game, that Gentlemates like to play with their tendencies. And I think the problem is with that, is that actually ended up costing them a prep-heavy team.
Heading into this round, though, it is the full purchase and a chance for BBL to get back on track. In fact, it's a chance for them to start their engine. Still waiting at the buffers. Yet to be given that green light.
Cover.
Seeing another round, which is based off of a mid-reclear. Larocque with the Refract active gets himself into a deep position.
Yeah.
Playing from Petra.
Thing is, though, Next kill should be easy enough, and Larocque manages to course correct. Prox though collects, and that's a good trade. Run it back for Martin, and the A site well defended so far. And the runner back not going to find the value. Starzo though is so on an island, and he does have the spike. Prox, yeah, one away from his ultimate, but there's no ult to collect. And this one gets even more worrying. BBL should have the goods to convert this and get their first of the half.
Ooh, okay. Prox does get one back. Has the ult, so I mean he can leave here with the spike now since Lover's Rock has given that one up.
Yeah, but you're leaving Martin all on his own lonesome, and Prox did not want to do that. He wanted to give support, so Martin tries to frag his way to a win. And there's 10 seconds left. It should be impossible. Nice reactions, but 7 points of health will give him no luck. It will be the first round for BBL on this first half.
BBL back to that brazen approach which has served them so well. Just getting an insert in mid with Larocque off of a little bit of utility. This is the sort of gameplay which Rose has consistently promoted. They take risks, they get in your face, and for the first time it passes Gentlemates by. Very disconnected by the time they got to the site execution. And so for the time being we've got a brief intermission, and yeah, wonder how that's going to weigh on the minds hit of mates, as BBL probably would have liked a little bit of momentum coming out of that one.
100%. With the ultimates that they have to play with, 4 of which the only one they don't have is Lover's Rock. So, yeah. But at the same time, Gentlemates, they get to, as you said, stop the momentum. But think about what went wrong in that last round.
Yeah, they do. Bit of time to cool off right now.
Deep breaths.
Indeed. It's funny you mentioned Lover's Rock. I kind of want to bring up the story that Uli was talking about on the Spanish cast, something which the English viewers might not know. Apparently, La Rock in Spanish essentially means like the rock.
Yeah.
And so Lover's Rock loves the rock. So apparently there's a bit of a romance there in Spain. Something which the English viewers maybe didn't know. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I mean, it's all headcanon, really.
Yeah, no, I suppose it is. Well, you've got the buzzwords and everything.
Yeah.
Been reading.
They reported a hardware issue.
Okay.
As we head into a tech pause.
That's never a nice one.
No, it's not.
Usually prefer just a spill or something.
Yeah. I imagine it won't be too long.
We've been tracking the spillage.
The spillage?
Yeah, we have. So
I think what was it, 5 the last time that we saw it?
Yeah, but we didn't get to find out whether it was per year or like just this year or this stage.
I think it's a stage.
Oh my God.
Maybe it's per year.
Look, I know we got some rookies. I'm wondering what play-ins is going to look like and what that climatization looks like. I think that's actually an interesting one to talk about here as we are setting up play-ins and playoffs in the coming weeks. What you're expecting out of those teams and who you think is going to be better suited to the stage?
I think the easy one is Enterprise.
Sure.
I think for me, that's the one that I'm expecting the most to do well and to come in and with the quality that they have. But I'm going to go for a kind of outside choice. I really think Frankfurt will be in a decent spot, and I'll tell you why.
What, because there's going to be German fans outside cheering them on?
No. Actually, honestly, there's good reasons to this. It's because actually all 5 players play on the Frankfurt facility together. So they're always on boot camp. I think that, honestly, a train ride from Frankfurt to Berlin, I think they'll be in a decent spot to kind of play all like in this environment. And I think, for instance, like an Enterprise, right, like a Job Life where they're starting to come together, starting to play off one another, I think like starting to experience that journey of living together in a team. I think that could be something that you have to get customized to.
Yeah, for sure. But obviously other teams as well, like Job Life, have had boot camps. I do just quickly want to bring us back to the game at hand here though, BBL and mates. We do have an update for you all. Don't want to leave you in the dark. Competitive operations are getting POV replays from the players and are actively investigating the issue. So it's escalated.
Whoa.
Cairo, it's not just a hardware issue.
Larocque's even stood up.
We're talking about potential. I don't want to put words out there that don't make sense. Potential round rollback territory. I'm imagining if it's of that nature where we need replays.
You've never had a round rollback?
No, we had that one in the Na'Vi game when was it the spike didn't spawn or something?
Oh yeah,
that we saw. That was also
No,
mates.
I
we missed that actually.
We
When
did miss that. Yeah, we did miss that.
Yeah,
But
there's a lot we've had.
Right,
But yeah, no, I agree. But question to you, Hazza.
I can't
Anyone
show,
in play-ins that
obviously.
you're excited to see?
But if I tell you, I'll show
I'm
you.
gonna give a shout
then you will
out
tell
to
I
my
am
boy,
that
Batu.
word.
Batu, yeah,
So
respect.
Batu
you can
next.
decide.
Reborn,
the Reborn team that I was talking about, which Mavera, assistant coach of Gentamates here, was previously coaching when they were S2G. They lost their organizational support halfway through the year, but became the first unsigned team to win a Challengers EMEA stage. And not only that, they play some really exciting Valorant. They've got some exciting players like Kachao, which I'm sure everyone here is going to enjoy when he hits the stage. It's one of those great Valorant names, but you've heard enough from us. Let's head over to the desk here, as this one's taken a little longer than expected.
We'll happily take them off your hands for a little bit. You can come hang out with us here on the couch. Have a seat. Join us. Come on in. The water is fine. What do we think about the water so far on this map?
The water?
The water. The general vibe. The atmosphere, if you will.
The atmosphere is, Gentamates is looking great. BBL is nowhere to be found.
Not gonna lie, I mean, after hitting BBL winning Aston, saying to them, go to play-in, I mean, I think there is someone that is smart and want to heavily win this map at any cost.
If we're talking from a very large picture, you know, sometimes players talk about like managing energy through a series, right? And sometimes when you have that objective in your mind where you're like, we only need one map. If we win one map, we keep our chances alive. You have that release of we accomplished the first goal. And then there's sort of an adrenaline dump and an energy dump. And sometimes it can be a little tough to recover after that.
I think that especially this teams, like for BBL, I am sometimes scared that they cannot bounce back. But then they have those crazy equal rounds and it just seems like nothing's wrong. LaRock sat down, which is good, because I feel that it's so scary that a 18, 19-year-old can stand up with that high and look that menacing.
Actually, it is. I mean, he's outstanding. He has no fear to anyone, but he should be fearing. I mean, not gonna lie, if we're talking about this match, what the hell is going on with Martin today? He's making a huge hit to everyone. I remember you saying that he was making a +8. It was in an 8-0 against Loverock. He's +8 against Loverock. Now against LaRock 2. Against both of them. Both players are getting dominated by Martin.
It truly is a situation we always ask ourselves in every series. It's like, okay, can he keep being that consistent? Can he keep topping the board? Of course he can. It's not even a doubt, right? The question is, can the rest of his team keep up with him? That's what we have to answer every time we get into a game.
The only thing that we need to ask ourselves is what would have been if he would have been in Euro on map 2. That is the only thing that we have to ask.
We do have, you know what? Oh, we're going to be going back. Okay, I was going to throw a topic out, but I'll save it for a different issue, different pause, because we're going to hop back into the game. So it's back on over to Hazza and Cairo. Take it away, boys.
Wait.
Diving right back into this one. I'm not sure what the resolution is just yet. So we are waiting with bated breath to find out the answer as much as everyone else is at home. It's gone to the video assistant referee.
Oh no.
And we'll just have to find out what the decision is.
I think the decision seems to be imagined with how quickly we're ready to come back into this one.
Paraguay, number 10. Cover his mouth. Decision. Red card.
The point I was going to say is, I think with how quickly we're ready to get back into game, I imagine it is just head straight back into this one, into round 7, with the score at 5-1.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Here, if you are looking at it from a BBL perspective, they've just got the first round on the board. How can they try and replicate some of that success? It was the mid-insert of LaRock which set them up quite nicely in the previous. It's what we saw, and now they've got some ultimates to bank on as well. 4 of them, in fact, that you'll see come up on the scoreboard in just a second, as we should be heading back in, getting ready checks from the players. And smiles on the face of the BBL side, so it feels like the round should stand.
Yeah, it looks like it. And I think the other aspect to this is we have to remind everyone at home what the stakes are for this match, because Hazza, if we do see Gentlemates win out this series, that means that Foot lock in top 2. For BBL, they're looking to keep their hopes alive and their fate in their hands.
Yeah, that they are. Moments away from getting back in now. The issue has been resolved, and it bears no reflection on the round result, as we have been informed. So, looking at it here, we're just itching to get going again. Cairo, I feel like since I've come back here to cast with you, we've had more tech pauses than we ever did in the past.
What are you trying to hint at?
I'm hinting at absolutely nothing, as we should be getting back in. But for how mates have performed so far, 5 rounds already on the attack. I'm pretty happy with how it's going. Someone's leaning over Starso's shoulder. And the pause still hasn't finished.
Yeah, worrying stuff. But at the same time, I guess the thing that isn't going to be worrying is BBL and their set pieces with ultimates. I think that's also another thing that we have to consider as the high fives are given out. The red lights are away, and we're ready to go.
Lights out and away we go. Yeah, that's exactly what we were looking for. Sometimes as a caster, it just feels like we're lying to the audience, honestly, but truth be told...
Huh? Maybe you.
Maybe me. 15 seconds away now. Getting ready to resume and restart this first half. If you're just joining us, BBL only now picking up their first round, but plenty left to play if they want to move one step closer towards confirming their spot in the playoffs.
Gentlemate's attack has been blistering, but obviously BBL with a glimpse back in to a comeback. Sunset, a weird map that can ebb and flow sometimes. Already the Euro TP in a way, and LaRock just glimpsed the arm on this elbow position. And I'm wondering, what are the contingencies that Gentlemates have for this stack of ultimates that BBL have?
Yeah, you can already see the drone there from Rose trying to play Lover's Rock back in through mid. Has a TP to join up with the A-hold if he wants. And the change-up from the Cypher setup is a trap on either side of the map. Creven, again, a little lonely on B right now. He's got main space to move into, but you've seen him try and fight Market a couple times already.
Yeah, but you're seeing he's been left a little thin in terms of support. Sure, Rose is here, but I mean, he can be quickly hot under the collar, and is so, as Minnie's the one to be chasing this. There's also a Hunter's Fury, and lots of ultimates, but Creven activates when he needs to. And Gentlemates are left scratching their heads. What the hell is going wrong? Well, the answer is you've come up against one of the best Turkish Sentinels that we have in the game.
Creven looking for that ace. He knows exactly where Prox is. I think he's going to hunt this, Cairo.
He is. Swing out wide. Cannot get it. Prox denies. But what Creven has given is the round to BBL. Advantage cut down to 3.
Creven just with a corner to play on, a shadow cast against the wall and overlooked by mates, doubles the advantage here for BBL. A second round for them in the first half, coming out of the pause that we saw. And unfortunately, we are going to be heading into another pause.
I think it's nice just to look quickly at these replays though. Creven, absolutely unbelievable. It was a nice set play to respond, right? Get LaRock quickly into position to use the paths from Whaley. And overall, Gentlemates once again denied.
Yeah, this definitely complicates the game, Cairo. I think you've got to address the nature of it, say it as it is. This constant stop-start isn't going to make for easy gameplay for either of the teams, but BBL, well, at the very least, will be happy they've got a couple of rounds now. And I think he's feeling that momentum blocker, though.
If I'm Kundi, I am bringing in the timeout straight away after this pause, just to keep the players back on side, just to confirm and stop the momentum of BBL. Because so far, BBL have done well to space their ultimates, get the value that they need to.
Absolutely, but we are able to offer you all a little bit of reprieve while we figure out what's going on. We have an opportunity to hear from Starso on what mates have been focusing on during Stage 2 so far.
This is what I like. আমার ক্যামেরাও দেখা যাবে I think for the split, obviously, we're bringing a lot more confidence, a lot more preparation according to the meta and stuff. We had more time to work on certain things. Obviously, we're bringing in procs, so that will be changing our team, also giving some fresh things in and outside of the server. So that's the things we're going to be bringing for stage 2. Obviously, it's huge to play in front of crowd like in Barcelona. If we get there, I think it's like first time since this happens. So it's gonna be something new, something nice, something that brings us more motivation, obviously, to fight for. I'm excited, and obviously we're gonna work hard to be there and represent Gentmates. And for our team, obviously, the biggest MVP, I mean, everyone will say it's Martin, obviously, but I think the silent one, maybe not by statistics, maybe not, but maybe yes. I think it's Mini, you know, like the space he's gonna create for us this season, like the vibes he brings, and like mid-rounding as well. It's really insane, has a really positive impact on us. So in my heart, always him, obviously, and Martin individually is putting insane numbers, so it's gonna be him probably as well.
Certainly nothing covert about Mini's contributions so far in this map. Hearing from Starso there, currently 8 and 3 at the top with Martin, 8 and 2. So those duelists which we've been looking at for a while.
Hello, Flavon, তুই কি আমার কথা শুনতেছস?
শুনতেছি, তুই আমার শুনতেছস না?
The coach is showing us that it's a Kit Kat tech break.
Yeah, wow. Paid coaches.
Yeah.
Hello?
Never seen that one before.
Unfortunately.
What's your favourite coach moment, Cairo?
Hello?
Mine's is one that is like one that not a lot of people would know about.
Okay.
And it's the Koi of
is this Barbar on the post roll?
Yeah, there's Barbar on the post roll.
Yeah, he was a bit of a clip farmer though.
He was.
He did like to clip farm those coach reactions.
That's true.
Let us know in the chat, actually, by the way. What's your favourite coach moment? I'll be reading a couple of these out. Sliggy's chat, of course.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
you've got it, man.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Look, call it bottom of the barrel, call it what you like, Cairo. It's 2 tech pauses in 2 rounds. I will read Sliggy's chat.
No, listen, it's other co-streamers are
Other co-streamers are available, yeah.
That's fair. Absolute seller.
Who's your favourite co-streamer?
Valorant.
I like Valorant to খেললাম বলবো
That's what I thought.
যেদিন আমার মানে যখন আমার ইচ্ছে হবে তো কইতেই Duba will return back in
Just got to wait for the chat to catch up, of course. Here. That's what their favourite coach moment was.
Yeah,
I think of another one. Stick to the plans. That was a good one.
That's a classic. That's an easy one. Zeish and his battle against the desk.
Yeah.
There's plenty more. And I think as well, we've had plenty of moments in EMEA, you know, looking forward to what we can get from Barcelona and our first real roadshow.
Yeah, big fan of that. Looks like there aren't many favourite coach moments here, actually, reading through what we've got. I love when the coaches throw their pens and cause tech pauses. I can confirm for you right now, this pause is not pen related.
It's not pen related.
No. Could be good, he did toss his earlier though.
Yeah.
World Cup দেখতে
I wonder what kind of strange sequence of events would lead up to that. But Cairo, I heard you've got something special for us.
Yes, well, we munch our Kit Kats. Let's have some more entertainment. Many has been studying Martin's Phoenix, gameplay on Haven. Let's see what you learned.
Have you ever wondered what it feels like to be one of the best players in the world? Well, I've got you covered, because we're going to look and break down one of Martin's rounds from his point of view. So it's going to be on the attack side of Haven, and right out of the gates he's going to be walking towards middle and taking this space, and he's going to hold just a second, make sure that he's got his flash ready in case there's any aggression down middle. And then he's waiting here just a second, Mini asks for it, and they just clear out middle together. So nice little thing there. Fast forward a little bit here, he starts spamming this wall here. Nice little spam for your rank games in case that there is some cheeky person stood behind the wall here. Might be able to get some damage down or a kill. Now he's going to follow the droner's garage. He has to use his wall to take it because his teammates already used the smoke. So now they have garage control. They're going to be going for a C-split. So Martin's job here is to be following Mini, because Mini is the entry. Mini gets tagged by a camera. So now Martin knows it's now his job to take the entry. He's going to use his flash and try and time it nicely with the recon, so that it combos together. And here on the entry, look what he does. Jumps out. The reason for that is if anyone was here and starts spraying their gun, they might get a headshot. But instead, because he jumps out, he's going to avoid any potential headshots happening there. And now, Gentlemates are getting ready for this post plant. Martin uses his molly into the CT space here, as you see, and because he's got no utility left, he's going to be camping out of this backside. And just from now on, it's just about him focus on his crosshair and trying to get kills on this retake. We see the retake coming in. He gets one frag. Almost gets the other one. He gets one. Nope, doesn't get another one. But his teammates don't help him here very much. But nice little round from Martin. And I just want to highlight how many decisions go into a round of Valorant and what it feels like to be a pro player.
We're
back! Welcome back to our waiting arms here on the desk as we have a little bit of time. A PC actually needs to be swapped, so that'll be happening in the background here. But I want to pose a question, right? Because we've been doing a lot of yapping.
I thought you were going to ask whose PCs should we swap, you know? Because there's many situations where people go like check in PC. We actually did, so we're changing it.
We are checking him PC. I want to ask about one guy's PC, which is Martin's, right? We've been talking about him a ton. We just saw the mini content about it. What a PC indeed. But my question to you is, I'm fairly new to this space. Is Martin, in your opinion, the best pound-for-pound player in EMEA right now?
It's hard because, I mean...
But we have very good players. And I think that also like dividing by role is very important.
Yeah, because if we are not taking out of roles, I have to say one name. Heretics is not brilliant, is not winning, is having problems, but Rians has numbers of an MVP. So
this is why we bring Uli in, so he can jump in the Rians love. Yes.
He's rage-baiting me to bring the
Rians doesn't need any type of propaganda.
You're leading right into the agenda here. Okay, let's set it down the roles. Let's talk duelist. Duelist. Is he top of your board on duelist?
It has to be.
It has to be.
Yeah, it's definitely in the top 3. Do you?
Oh, I'm going to go more specific. It's definitely top 3. Okay, who are the other 2?
Top 3.
Yeah, who's the other 2?
Bro, I feel like... Es que the problem is... Larok is a flex.